They weren't afraid to confront homophobia at a sex ed rally.
It's not about homophobia.
Yes, it is.
Or make fun of Jesus Christ at Easter.
You wanna be Christ, yes, our first kinky Christ.
But there's one place you won't find the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence. The last time gay activists went to an event for Rob Ford, this happened.
I'm not going to the funeral, so I don't have to wear it today.
So the leader of the Toronto group, Sister Twisted Fister, also known as Kevin McDonald, is staying away from Rob Ford's funeral today.
A funeral is a time to show respect, and this is a person who never earned my respect. We weren't welcome to his life. We're not welcome to his death either. I'm sure if the sisters showed up, they would be told to leave immediately.
But in some ways, this is your city, you're a taxpayer. Why shouldn't you be able to go to the funeral like anybody else?
I'd happily go to a mayor who supported my community, but he did not. And I have no reason to mourn him. It was very, very homophobic and very aggressively homophobic. It's not even like he said, "This is my position, I'm sorry I can't support you." It was, he went out of his way to vote down things in the gay community, to vote against pride, to vote against the housing situations. It was an anti-gay thing, and I have a problem with that.
The image I'm seeing a lot in the media today is one of a mayor of the people. You see a lot of that, return phone calls, emails from all his constituents. How do you feel about that?
He was the mayor of some people, but not all people. I left several phone calls and sent several emails concerning issues that he had voted against or that he was very outspoken on, and he did not return one of them. I understand he doesn't believe in pride, didn't believe in pride. I understand that he couldn't support it personally. That's cool. I don't agree, but that's his decision. When you start letting that come in between your duties as a mayor, where you should be at a pride event. You don't have to be at every pride event. You don't have to be at the parade, I don't think. I don't think you do, because you don't believe in it. If you're not proud and you're not a supporter, you shouldn't be at the parade. You don't belong there. But you should go to a pride event to speak up for your city, to say, this is a very, very large thing the city does. This is one of the biggest money makers the city has. This is a huge event welcoming millions of people into our city, and the mayor's nowhere to be found.
How do you feel about the statement that openly gay councillor Kristen Wong-Tam released, in which she says she's praising Ford for his deep appreciation for his community?
That's lovely and well worded, and carefully worded. Kristen made no bones about the fact that she completely disapproved of him.
I would say that he actually operates from a place of disdain for the community. It's not just that he doesn't get us, he actually hates us.
She's not saying that here, though.
No, but this is a funeral. It's not the time to sling mud. Her views are very well documented on him. And I think at the time of a funeral, what you do is you find something nice to say about the dead person. And you're fully aware that they will fade away within a few weeks' time.
Well, I guess that's my next question is, how do you think he'll be remembered?
I don't think he will. I think there'll be a time period where he is for a little bit, and then it'll be forgotten. He was a great news story for a few years, an international embarrassing news story. Not for I don't think for the reasons he thought he was. I think it was people going, "Oh my God, what the hell are they doing in Toronto? Can you believe the behavior of this man? This is an elected official." Twice. And I think that was a great news story for a little while, and I think it will fade away because there's nothing else to say.
Why does this event remind you of the musical Evita?
I keep hearing the lyrics going through my head where Chase sings, "Oh, what a circus, oh, what a show. We've gone to town falling over ourselves to get all the misery right." And there's that kind of outpouring where, I mean, Evita was loved, but she was also very much hated in a very similar way, where everyone's trying really hard to show the proper amount of grief and to really show that they're doing it right. And you've got the one lone voice in the crowd going, "Does no one remember what she did? Like, does no one remember the hidden money and the workers' rights being taken away and the country's almost bankrupt?" And it's very similar. You want to show a person love and respect when they pass away, but at the same time, does no one remember what the hell they did to our country, or in our case, our city? So there, I find there's a lot of pomp and circumstance in holding his body in state in City Hall, and all these hundreds of mourners coming by, although hundreds in a city this size does not sound like a lot to me, but okay. And they're making such a big deal out of the funeral. In the end, the man died and he's having a funeral. I would much rather have 100 people at a funeral who really, really cared than a lot of people who are busy showing their support, still showing their support for a mayor that's no longer mayor. But I think the volumes will be the people who don't go, or who don't feel the need to participate in any way.